Attention America!
They worked with us to make this happen. And what this is, and I want everybody to see it clearly, federal policy drives illegal immigrant crime and victimization. And that's the focus, other than our victims of human trafficking. Listen, folks, I want to introduce you to Andres Gill, okay? Here's this guy. He's also on this board, but get a look at him for a second. He came down here from New York with 3 females. All of them are in the country illegally. Did you hear what I said? They're all here illegally. He's the one that comes with them to drive them. These ladies are all controlled by a human trafficker. We think their human trafficker is a female. She sets up their appointments, she puts their ads online, she tells them where to go. And by the way, on Friday, the victims of human trafficking, and we've grayed them out, 3 of them that are here illegally from Venezuela, 3 of them have to pay her $3,000 apiece on Friday, or else they're threatened. So they're not free. They're really indentured, and they're quote-unquote paying off their debt. Now, here's what they told us, all right? I'm sure the federal government will verify that this is not true, but you decide who you want to believe, whether you want to believe these victims of human trafficking or the whitewash the federal authorities give you. They said that when they came into the country illegally, DHS gave them a form, an ID, paperwork that allows them to fly for free. You know, Southwest would let your bags fly free. Well, the federal government will let your illegal immigrants fly free. And they operate out of New York. And they were working up there, and the New York authorities said, hey, if you don't have identification, you can't work in our sex trade up here. You know, we don't allow sex trade here at all, but New York will allow you to do some stuff if you've got the proper authority. So they say they make a lot of money. They're addicted to it. These ladies are going to give you more details. They tell us that they fly to major metro centers for free on the federal government, where they set up their appointments for sex all around the country. Did you hear what I said? Listen, folks, if they don't pay $3,000 apiece on Friday, they're in trouble. The human trafficker sets up the deal. Hey, this deal is just outside of Tampa. They say they show this ID, this card, this paper, they fly for free down here. Then they fly back. But we heard a similar theme from all 21 of these folks. We can't work legally. We're addicted to this cash. It's a lot of cash and it's quick, so we have to give $3,000 a week. We get to keep everything above that. We have a crisis at the border. And because of the crisis at the border, we have people that are victimizing illegal folks, forcing them into the sex trade because we allow these criminals in the country illegally. We all rail about this and nobody pays any attention. And then we want to politic everything. Oh, we had a good piece of legislation that limited the average to only 5,000 illegals a day in the country, and then we can shut it off. Well, if you can shut it off at 5,000 people illegally coming in this country a day, you can shut it off at no people illegally coming in this country a day. But the politicians are politicking while the victims are being victimized.
Federal policy drives illegal immigrant crime and victimization.
Did you hear what I said?
I mean, us black people, we already thought and knew. We don't think nothing. We knew that y'all brought, you know what I'm saying, illegal drugs, cocaine and all that, doing with the DEA and the federal government. Y'all making shows now about that. We already knew that, right? And y'all covered it up, threw it all in our systems. We got crackheads to this day, destroyed the black homes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did this. But to human trafficking, the audacity, the federal government. Did y'all hear what this said? Now, I know this is a long video, but did y'all hear what this man just said? And he had to throw up the whistleblower. That's what the sheriff is doing. He's a whistleblower. Because somebody had leaked it to the federal government because he wanted to keep it on the low, but he had to tell it because, shoot, the federal government already trying to cover it up. So it's us to the people. We have to believe and know that they're doing wrong and want to change this, because if we don't sit here and don't say nothing and allow this stuff to continue happening, y'all, the federal government, they're going to continue to thrive and continue to make money and continue to corrupt and, do whatever they do, continue to take our money, you know what I'm saying, and leave us high and dry. That's what's going to happen, people. Y'all need to wake up what's going on and what was just now said. Wake up what the federal government is doing. This is the sheriff telling on white people, telling on white people. That's what's going on. And listen, I'm going to stand back and watch them tell on each other and start jotting it down. Oh, they doing this. Oh, they doing that. They doing that. And they doing this. Because at the end of the day, man, y'all wrong.